joining us for another local property market insights video from Garrington. The Northwest region has enjoyed some of the highest rates of price growth over the last 12 months. And in this video, we talked to David Lewis from the Garrington Northwest team to hear how the market is currently performing there. David, hello.
Hi, Catherine.
So David, given how busy your part of the country has been last year, we're really keen to understand what you are actually seeing on the ground at the moment. Have things fundamentally changed, or has the market picked up where it left off before lockdown?
Actually, I don't think we've seen much change yet, Catherine. I think we're in for really interesting times, but all the indications are that we are still, a very sort of strong area, and I don't see that changing particularly in the long term.
Now, sale prices have been rising at a higher rate than anywhere else in the UK before the lockdown. What are they doing at the moment? Is there any real difference between somewhere like Manchester, for example, and then like the country market in Cheshire?
Well, if we take the country market in Cheshire to start off with, I still see that as being a massively strong area. There's always a shortage of property, as long as properties aren't overpriced, and I think that will certainly be a thing of the past now. I think Cheshire will still remain amazingly strong. Manchester, I do have concerns about, I'll be honest with you, especially on the investment side. I think there's been a potential oversupply of properties in Manchester now. There's expansion has been incredible over the last few years. And I think investors are going to have to think very carefully about Manchester, mainly because if the coronavirus continues and it stops foreigners coming in, Manchester has so many foreign students, and therefore flats will not get let at the level of rents that were coming in. So I think we're in for a fascinating time in Manchester, particularly.
What are supplies levels of property for sale doing at the moment?
Well, I think if you ask most agents, they'll tell you they're low. And certainly I've got some searches ongoing at the moment, and it'd be nice to see more properties coming to the market. I suspect that's maybe a short-term thing, and we need to just let everything settle down.
Sure. I mean, obviously you're in day-to-day contact with estate agents, investors. What's their feedback regarding the activity levels and sales expectations going forward?
Well, most agents are telling me that they've been incredibly busy since they started back. I have a theory, and I think actually is borne out by quite a few agents, that people have been cooped up, and we are now seeing a very sort of similar reaction to we traditionally get after summer holidays and Christmas. When those are the two times in the year when actually couples have time to sit down and talk to each other and plan what they want to do, whether they want to move, whether they want to stay, whatever they want to do. And what better time have we had than the last 12 weeks to sit and actually talk to each other? So sure. I think, that's going to be really interesting. I think we will see. I think we'll see more properties coming to the market, because I think people will suddenly look and think, well, do I want to be in this village? Do I want to be in this town? Do I want more space? The whole thing's going to open up. So,
David, we're hearing lots in the press about people wanting to move away from cities and urban areas to the countryside. What are your views on that?
I think that's probably inevitable, Catherine, to a certain extent. I think, we've been through the most seismic experiences of most of our lives, and I think there'll be a lot of people who will think, crikey, if it happened again, I wouldn't want to be stuck in a city. There will inevitably be the cityites who will not be shifted from the city, and that's fair enough. But I think some will definitely want to get out more, find some more outside space, and have a bit more greenery around them.
Finally, do you believe that some of the trends you've kindly shared with us are here to stay over the coming months?
I think, in all honesty, Kathy, it's too early to say. We've seen a short-term boost, as we were talking earlier about people coming out of lockdown thinking, crikey, let's get on with it. I think it's far too early to tell. We need to let the market settle down and see what happens. And there's going to be a correction in prices. That's inevitable. The things that come out today about the economy being down 20-25%, that will have a bearing on the property market inevitably.
David, thank you. Really useful stuff to hear. So if you'd like to know more about the property market in the Northwest, please do feel free to get in touch with David using the contact details shared with this video. Thank you for watching.